Hello, good afternoon. Today I will present the Equilibrium.tk, an open educational resource for the study of equilibrium thermodynamics. So it's an equilibrium thermodynamics express course. So first of all, what is an open educational resource? An open educational resource is an online, copyright-free content that is available for learning. It can be created by universities, by students, by anyone. The main condition is that it will be copyright-free. So why are open educational resources important? Well, because it helps the human development and it enables to access lots of information and lots of learning resources for free. Also, it benefits the learning experience by allowing the interaction between many campuses, many universities, and the access to new and fresh information for completely free. And finally, but not least, it also helps to close the wealth bridge, because as it's for free, anyone can access it and learn regardless of their socio-economic status. But why is important to make an open educational resource for equilibrium thermodynamics? Well, first of all, equilibrium thermodynamics is one of the most abstract and most complex subjects in any major, as it involves many concepts that it cannot be very easily imagined, so it's a very abstract topic. Also, it's important for the use in both chemical engineering and biotechnological engineering processes. For example, it's impossible to imagine a separation process without equilibrium thermodynamics. But above all that, it's not only important in processes, but also in life, since most of the phenomena that we experience in the day-to-day life depend solely on equilibrium thermodynamics topics such as entropy and spontaneity. So it's important to understand the world. There are lots of open educational resource platforms, lots of them. But how can we choose how to use it? Well, in order to use, we use the multiple intelligence theory. The multiple intelligence theory tells us that there are some people that are visual. Those people learn by seeing diagrams, seeing drawings, perhaps some animations. They are very visual and learn best with visual content. There are also the auditive people. The auditive people will learn best by hearing explanations. So, for those two types of learners, the obvious answer in an online resource is a video. But there are also the verbal learners. The verbal learners learn best by readings. So, our open educational results will also include text, so that the verbal learners can read. There are also the logical learners. These learners learn the best by solving problems by themselves. So for that, it's important to have graded quizzes and graded exercise so that the logical learners can take advantage of our platform. And finally, there are also the interpersonal learners. Those kind of people learn the best by interacting with others, by explaining topics, and by asking questions. At first glance, it might be a little bit difficult to do this on an online platform because, you're interacting with a computer, not with another human being. But in order to solve this problem, we have to include a discussion board, where anybody may ask or answer questions from their classmates, explain a topic, or maybe have some questions about a topic that is very difficult. So that's why it's important to include a discussion forum. Integrating these four elements, that's why the Equilibrium.tk was born. So, what about the aesthetics of the platform? Well, everybody during his childhood dreamed about space travel, about going to other planets, and about the space, the universe in general. This interest was really founded on this person, JFK, when he said that we should choose the moon. After he chose the moon as an objective, all the people became interested in space travel. So, the Space Coast in Florida was developed. So the aesthetics of this course is to honor these people, the pioneers in space exploration. So that's why the aesthetics are based on the aesthetics from the Space Coast in the 60s, as you can see in these images. So without more preamble, let's jump straight to the platform. So here we go. The platform, as you see, is divided in several tabs. The first 3 tabs are depending on the period on which each topic was studied. Then we have a Tools tab, a Contact tab, a Discussion tab, and an Additional Material tab. For each one of the topics, we have, first of all, the topics that were seen during that period, and in each topic, we have an introductory text, an explanatory video that explains the topic with using animations.
A crucial concept that will...
Also, we got several types of exercise. For example, this is an application exercise. You also have other kind of exercise, for example, theoretical exercises and problems. To each topic is accompanied by an explanatory text with proper images that will complement the learning of this topic. For example, this is in the case for simulations or for the case of the TXY and PXY diagrams. As we see here, those texts are designed to benefit the ones who learn best from reading and from viewing images, and to be an extension from the topics covered in the video. Also, for each topic, we have a discussion board, like the one we see here. In this board, anyone can just type any doubt or any question or any suggestion he has, like, hello, and leave a comment. So then anybody anywhere in the world may answer it. So that benefits interaction between the ones that are viewing the course and benefits the ones that are interpersonal learners. But we are not only the ones giving the content, we also want to make a more interactive platform, so that's why there exists this Tools tab. In the Tools tab, we have 3 main pages: and Time Calculator, TXY Simulator, and PXY Simulator. This one will let us to an online tool that allows us to solve several problems. For example, let's imagine we got to find what's the boiling point of benzene or the saturation pressure of benzene at 50 degrees. So we type in compound pentene and then we type 50 degrees, and he will give us the saturation pressure using Antoine constants that they are also given here. And also, for example, if we want to know the saturation temperature of pentane at 200 millimeters of mercury, here we go. There is a saturation temperature. In the case of the TXY simulator, it just allows us to only simulate a binary mixture. So, for example, here we type in the most volatility component benzene, and here I will type toluene at, let's say, 500 millimeters of mercury. Well, here is all the data we need to know, like the saturation temperature, boiling point, and Antoine constants, and here is the graph, and also the data expressed as a table. In the case of the PXY simulator, functions in a similar way. So we just have to type here benzene, toluene, and let's say I want it at 45 degrees. Here it gives us the data, the saturation pressures, and here is our PXY diagram and the data expressed as a table. Then, getting to the contact cost form, here is the email created for this page, but also we have this contact us form. For example, let's type our data and then a message like, hi, I have a problem. And then we just click submit, and this will send a mail directly to this email address. So this is a redirect contact between the user of the page and its developer. Then we have a general discussion form, like, I like this page a lot, and we post it so everybody can see it. And in additional material, we have copyright free, online available material that can complement the learning process of this course. For example, here is a free textbooks that just clicking on it, you get it downloaded. It's a free, copyright free content. Also, we have some interesting articles, some interesting papers that show some applications of the topics covered by this subject. For example, this paper. Also, we have a supplemental material for the solving of problem. For example, here is the Antoine coefficients in an Excel table. And also we have this thermodynamic suite that was developed by us. This thermodynamic suite has the three tools available offline: the Antoine calculator, the TXY diagram simulator, and the PXY diagram simulator. So let's see it. We download it, we open it. It takes a little bit of time. Here we go. In Antoine calculator, we type a compound like this time hexane, Just click here. Same. It updates the properties. Let's say 150 degrees, and let's test for 1000 millimeters of mercury. Also, in the case of binary mixtures, let's see, we have to test in ideal conditions, let's say untoning at 1000 millimeters of mercury. And here we go, the diagram and the table. The same with the pxy diagrams, and also we have again here the table of Antoine coefficients. This was based on the same free source web page that we obtained the other constant table, this one. Here it is. And last but not least, here we go the reference. As you can see, there are books, articles, and university web pages. So, how it was done? First of all, was the creation of the web page. In order to do so, we had to register a domain, obtain a web hosting service, and then develop the content mainly using Adobe Muse, and upload it to the web using FTP. Also, we have the video and the text for each one of the topics. For this one kind of topic, we have to register information using valid sources. After that, we have to create a video that was friendly and entertaining to view, but also that was very informative and that could explain the topic the same as the text. Then for the creation of the quiz, we take advantage of Google Forms embedded capabilities. So we create the quizzes using Google Forms and then embed it on our web page. For the case of the discussion forums, we based us on available online HTML code used to create other web forums. And finally, for the tools, we take advantage of online spreadsheet tools in order to create and embed that in our web page. What's how we learn? First of all, web development, because we have to develop a web page from scratch, from obtaining a domain, registering it, obtaining a web hosting service, creating the content, and upload it online. This was done mainly using Adobe Muse and using FTP in order to upload everything online. Also, we have to got some researchabilities since the information that we uploaded to the web page had to be like serious information, valid information. We have to obtain the researchabilities in order to look for in journals, in university web page, and not in any web page. Also, the ability to teach, because in our text and in our videos we have to explain to any kind of public so that this kind of information may be understandable by anyone watching the videos. So that's another ability that we have to learn. And also teamwork, because as this was a project done between many people, we have to learn the abilities to work in team. So, thank you for your attention and visit the Equilibrium.tk.